Teacher Talking Sports, what it does, would do how we live. And there are just 3 weeks remaining in the NFL regular season, playoff positioning, a lot of jockeying going around regarding that. But two big offensive pieces will be making their season debuts this week. One today, as there are two Saturday games. One of those is the Chiefs and Texans, and Hollywood Marquise Brown will be making his season debut via Nick Shook of NFL.com. Marquise Brown activated off injured reserve to make Chiefs debut versus Texans. Yes, a shoulder injury sidelined him, needed surgery. There was a time when people thought he'd be out for the season, but here he is with 3 games remaining. Clavicle injury suffered on the first play of the preseason threw his season into uncertainty, landing him on injury reserve for the majority of the season. Also, Tyler Higbee of the Los Angeles Rams, their longtime tight end. This is via, Miles Simmons of Pro Football Talk. Tyler Higbee has no injury designation, set to make 2024 debut. Big game for the Rams as they are in a quite the battle within the NFC West. Really need to win this Jets game. Does not have an injury designation for Sunday's game against the Jets. Set to play, coming off a torn ACL and MCL suffered in last season's playoff loss to Detroit. Full participant practice on Wednesday and Friday. So we take a look. Hollywood Brown, here's his numbers from his career. He's 27 years old. Had that 1,000 yard season with the Ravens, then was traded to the Cardinals. Trade didn't necessarily pan out for them as Brown missed some time. 5 games in 2022, 3 in 2023. And just 41 yards per game last season. But the Chiefs definitely can use more at wide receiver. Of course, Rashee Rice has been out for the season for quite some time. They did trade for DeAndre Hopkins, have him, Xavier Worthy. Marquise Brown should definitely find himself in the mix, probably more so as he gets his feet more wet. And then Tyler Higbee, I believe, is 31 years old. You see, longtime tight end with the Rams. This will be his 9th season with them. Last season, 47 catches for 495 yards. That was while missing 2 games. He has a total of 4 seasons with more than 500 receiving yards. And their tight end one has been Colby Parkinson, who hasn't even totaled 300 yards and just 1 touchdown on the season. So, yes, both these teams definitely in playoff positioning. The Chiefs almost have the 1 seed sewn up. I mean, they have a 2-game lead over the Bills, 3 games remaining. The Bills do own the tiebreaker, though, due to beating them head to head. Meanwhile, the Rams in a very tight NFC West. I mean, the 49ers are probably out of it, 2 games behind, but the Rams currently lead. They have the same 8-6 record as the Seahawks, but the Rams own the tiebreaker from beating them, but they do play each other last week of the season. Meanwhile, the Cardinals 7-7, 1 game behind them, but the Cardinals blew them out either in week 2 or week 3 early on in the season, and they will be playing each other in week 17. So after that Jets game, 2 huge matchups for the Rams, which has a lot of playoff implications, especially as to who will win the NFC West. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications.